All right. Want to talk about nutrition, not diet. And I don't want to say diet because people, I don't know, it has like a negative connotation. And I mean, I mean, the thing is, people's diets are horrible. Eating fast food, bruh. Eating fast food, freaking Starbucks, um, DoorDash, just snacks, um, all the processed shit. And, it's like the new normal. I mean, like obesity, uh, was like going up when I was like growing up. And I'm sure it's like way worse now, and it costs the country and, it costs people money. And, if your body ain't right, you're going to be freaking going to the doctor all the time. And I just kind of wanted to do kind of a breakdown. Like everyone knows what's bad for you, but everyone's like addicted to food. So, addicted to McDonald's, addicted to cookies, Starbucks, whatever your poison is, freaking, Oreos, eating, I listen to this guy and he's like, people are eating that goofy shit. And I'm like, that's pretty funny. Um, they want to get the new Doritos taco from freaking Taco Bell or whatever. Like that's their thing, and they're just shoving it down their gullet. And uh, yeah, like everyone knows all the processed shit is bad for you. Pretty much, if you're like new to this, everything in the middle of the grocery store is like bad for you. Like you shouldn't be eating it. Everything that comes in like a box, like even spaghetti, dude, like spaghetti, freaking crackers, chips. It's all highly processed, which means it's like more fattening, not fattening, but it has more calories than you think. And I should have started here, but if you're trying to get lean, like it's all about calories in, calories out, right? Let's just start there. Um, if you're eating 4,000 calories a day, you ain't gonna lose fat. You can't outwork your diet, right? Like 10 minutes on the treadmill, like you might burn like what 130 calories or something. But if you go out and drink a soda, you're gonna that's 150 calories. You just drink a soda in 5 minutes, and you spent 15 on the freaking treadmill. And so it's real easy to get all these calories. Like I think a Starbucks drink is like 400 calories because it has so much sugar. With all the freaking whipped cream and the syrups and all that. And like girls be on that crap. And thing with girls is some girls when they overeat like that, like it just goes straight to their ass and tits. So it's whatever for them. But for guys, yeah, it goes to your belly and your tits and your double chin and shit. And so um, you got to make up your mind. Like, are you going to be a fat slob, or are you going to start taking things seriously? And this is where I wanted to get into nutrition, because all those foods, like I don't know, McDonald's, fried chicken, all that shit. It it's not nutritious for you. It's like it has a bunch of sugar, salt, bread, like, and not that much protein. Oh, you might say, like, oh, double double has 20 grams protein. It's like, bro, you can have a chicken breast and that has like 40 grams of protein, you know, and uh, I don't know. You just have to get off the goofy shit like chocolate and ice cream and soda. If you get off soda, like people lose like 5, 10 pounds just quitting soda. And yeah, like I quit soda and I switched to carbonated water. So it's like flavored carbonated water. There's 0 calories, but like the carbonation fills you up. And I just don't like drinking plain water. Like I'm not gonna go buy lemons and shit to put in my water. Sorry, not my thing. Um, but like for me, like I'm trying to have protein with every meal. So in the morning, I eat, I eat Greek yogurt. Like one serving of Greek yogurt has, I think it has like 22 grams of protein. The stuff I buy, and then I throw in some honey and a banana. Right, that gives me some carbs and like some sugar. Because like plain non-fat Greek yogurt is freaking tangy as hell. Like it's got no flavor. Like and don't like fool yourself by getting the freaking Greek yogurt with all the freaking fruit in it and shit. Because you just compare the calories on the label, and you'll see like just regular and then the other like I think the recommended grams of sugar per day is like 30 grams of sugar. That's it. And like these like your one little cup of yogurt has like 30 grams of sugar. You just ate all your sugar in one hit. And so that's breakfast. And then I meal prep. I eat a pound of chicken a day. And then like I'm gonna start switching it up with like each week I'll just do like ground beef, then I'll do like ground turkey, and then I'll just go back to chicken. But I eat I eat 8 ounces with a half cup of rice, and then I'll eat that like at first break. I'll just eat that, and then I put like a little bit of either hot sauce or barbecue sauce on it. Like I don't freaking drench it because sauces and like oil that has like a bunch of calories. Like if you look, you ain't like especially if you're using ranch. If you're putting ranch on everything, like on the back of the ranch, it's like it's saying like 1 tablespoon is however many calories, and it's like, yo, you're not putting a tablespoon of ranch in your salad. You're putting, like a quarter cup, a half a cup of ranch all over your salad, and it's like, yeah, oh yeah, you got the salad, but then you drench it in dressing, and you're screwing yourself. Same thing with like olive oil. Like olive oil is like really has a lot of calories, but yeah, so chicken and rice, right? Beef and rice. And then I end the day, like I go to the gym, I'll have a protein shake, and then that's like 100, I think 150 calories or 130, something like that. And then I'll have 6 eggs. That'll be 36 grams of protein. And what is it? Like a pound of chicken, 16 ounces, I think is like 100 grams of protein. So throughout the day, I'm getting like close to 200 grams of protein a day. And I weigh like 200 right now. And I'm trying to cut down, trying to lose fat without losing muscle down to like 175. Like I'm trying to get down to 15 or 10% body fat. And I think I'm probably close to 30 or 20 right now. I'm like in between 20 and 30. I'd be surprised if I was like 35%. But yeah, like if you're trying to get lean, it's going to take time. It takes time to lose fat. Like I was on it. I was like locked in when I was younger, and I was just eating ground beef, broccoli, and rice. Ground beef, broccoli, and rice. And I was just doing that, and then I threw in sweet potatoes, and then I just got lazy. I just stopped. I'm like, dude, f this cooking. I'm gonna just get fast food. I'm gonna just do this, that. Freaking, oh my gosh, go. These traffic people, dude. What is up? Sorry. Hate people. There's a freaking guy in a wheelchair crossing, like, what is it, through traffic, and he's like in the median, just waiting, and like this guy at the light is just like waiting. Oh, do you want to go? Like, dude, just go. He stopped. It's not. It wasn't like a bum or anything. It was like, like a normal looking guy. Anyways, nutrition, right? Protein with every meal. They say, 1 gram of protein per body weight. You need your carbs. This goes into macros, right? Protein is for building muscle. Fats is for your hormones, and that's why I eat. That's why I eat whole eggs. I eat 6 whole eggs, and that's the cholesterol. You need the cholesterol to build testosterone. So I just eat whole eggs, 6 whole eggs, and then um, carbs is your fuel for your body. So like I might start adding in bread, because right now I think my total calories right now with what I'm saying, it's like 170 grams of Greek yogurt, non-fat, um, 20 grams of honey, 1 banana, half a cup of rice, 16 ounces of chicken, and then 6 eggs and a protein shake. I think that all comes out to I think it's like 1,500 calories or 1,700, something like that. And that's probably too much of a deficit. Uh, People always cut carbs, thinking like, oh, carbs make me fat. Carbs make me. Well, you need carbs if you're going to be lifting, and if you cut carbs, you're just going to get tired and like depressed, and then you're just going to fall back to your old ways. And it's like, yeah, carbs do make you fat. If you're eating bread all the time, or if you're eating pasta all the time, or pizza, and or like bagels. Bagels are, I think 2 slices of bread has like 200 calories, and then a bagel is like 400, because it's like so dense. Eating donuts and crap. Don't get fooled at work. For getting a slice of pizza, or someone brought in donuts, or someone baked cookies. You gotta stick to your meal plan, and cook that shit out for the week. That's what I used to do when I was like probably close to. I was probably 15% body fat. I don't know, but I was like seeing the lines for my abs. I had the V on the lower abs, and then I just started pigging out on pizza and shit, and I just said fuck it. And but yeah, if you stick with it, you'll see it's gonna take longer than you think. It's gonna take like 6 months, but you just got to stay consistent. That's the thing. So, calorie deficit. Make sure you have your. You got to track it. You got to track your. You're gonna be eating the same shit every day, and the way I switch it up is like I'll do a week of chicken, but it's not just plain chicken. Like I said, I'll drizzle a little, either like sriracha for one day, barbecue sauce on the next, and then what else do I do? Sweet and sour. I just drizzle it. I don't freaking throw a bunch of sauce on there. But that's how I keep it. That's how I mix it up with the chicken, because like plain chicken is, like I season it with salt, pepper, onion powder, but like plain chicken, and then I make those meals and I throw it in the fridge, and then I take it to work, and then it's like dry as hell, because it's just been sitting in the fridge. And the same thing with the rice. I'm switching up on the rice because um, like leftover rice is nasty, like it's dry, and we don't. I don't have a microwave at work. I work construction. We don't have a microwave. Like some of you guys, if you have a microwave, just heat it up. That might be good. But fruit, um, veggies. You know, people like say broccoli, and I got sweet potatoes today, so that'll be my carbs instead of the rice. Um, you know, you just have to track your food, track your calories, and stay in your deficit. You just got to make a meal plan. You know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, kind of deal. Don't eat too late. You know, because you know when you're at home and it's like 6, 7, you're not moving around much. So don't eat so late. And like I eat my eggs. I eat my eggs. That's like my last meal, and I eat it after the gym, and that's kind of like prepping my bodies to, because when you sleep, I'll do like a video on sleep. You produce the most testosterone while you're sleeping, and you got like the recovery and all that. But yeah, like lean. It's not that crazy. It's not that difficult. You know what's bad for you. Alcohol is bad for you. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, like I'm a freaking alcoholic. Like I'll go over all this um, in another video, but yeah, like alcohol. I was getting double Jack and Cokes and in a pint glass, and you got the Coke, right? But then you have the alcohol. I had the 2 shots of alcohol. Alcohol, like liquor. Liquor is like 1 shot of liquor is like 100 calories. So that's like 10 minutes on the treadmill. That's how I look at it. Whenever I want like a treat, like one of my things that I like is what is it, the Reese's Fast Breaks, and then I'm like I freaking look at it and I'm like, oh shit, like it's 450 calories for a chocolate bar, like fuck that, and I put it back. And then I love energy drinks too now, since I stopped drinking soda. But a normal Monster, right? A normal Monster is like 250 calories or something like that. But if you get the sugar free or the white Monster, it's like 10 calories, and it's like, all right, like 10 calories, I can get away with it. Um, because like I'm a caffeine addict, you know. But yeah, I think even coffee. I think just black coffee is pretty low in calories, but it's like when you add the sugar and the creamer, that's the thing. I don't like black coffee. So I put a bunch of creamer in it, and all that coffee made creamer has a bunch of calories. So yeah, are you serious about this, or are you just gonna poo poo it? Like you ain't serious if you're not tracking your calories and weighing your food. Because yeah, I weigh my chicken portions. I weigh my bowl of yogurt. I weigh my with the rice. I have the measuring cup, and then yeah, like I cook with butter, and on the little on the thing of butter tells you where you slice for a quarter. I think it's like a quarter tablespoon, and that's 100 calories. I'm counting the butter. I'm counting the butter. I'm counting the olive oil, and you just keep it simple. It's going to be boring, but it's not. It's nutrition. Your fuel. You have to look at food as fuel and not as pleasure. You know, and maybe you go out to celebrate or something, but just realize when you go out to like a restaurant, they lather everything in butter. So that's why like the veggies are like super good. It's because they're coated in butter. And be smart with your meal. Don't like pig out on like a pizza. Get like a steak or something with some like veggies. That's what I like to do. Like I like to go out and I would get like a steak, and then I'll get like asparagus, and I'm not gonna get French fries. I'm not gonna get the dessert. I'm not getting beer. Beer. People are chugging beers um, out at the bar, and like you're not thinking about it. You're just chugging. Same thing with snacks. You're just like snacking. You know, the Oreos or whatever you're snacking on. You just ate a whole pack. Or one thing for me is Ben and Jerry's ice cream. You have that pint, the little thing of Ben and Jerry's, and the whole thing is like, no one just has like two freaking, maybe a girl does, but you don't have like two freaking spoonfuls of ice cream and put it away. You eat the whole thing. And I don't know if you have like a sweet tooth or whatever. There's that the Halo Top ice cream, which is like, it has protein and it's less calories, but it's like, bro, I don't know. You have to factor that in with your deficit, your calorie deficit. If you want to lose weight, you gotta lose. Everybody wants to lose fat. If you want to lose fat, you got to be in a calorie deficit. It's that easy. And the calories you take in, you're not gonna do 2,000 calories of just Twinkies, right? Like, you will lose weight, but you're gonna lose muscle too because you're not getting any protein. You're just eating freaking bread and sugar. And you'll lose weight, but you'll lose muscle, and you might have like migraines and stuff. That's why like a well balanced whole food diet is what you need. And what is it? Don't get all crazy with like the keto and the, what else is there? One meal a day, fasting. It's not that. Deal with fasting is like, yeah, it's like these, you got like 400-pound people fasting, and it's like, yeah, they're gonna lose weight, you know, because they're fat. If they're only eating one meal a day, yeah, they're gonna lose weight. And then same thing with keto, like, if you're cutting bread and you're like fat as fuck, like, yeah, you're gonna lose weight. But then it's kind of like a crash diet where it's not sustainable. So yeah, I think that's all I got for nutrition. Like, I guess it comes down to vitamins. Like, I take a multivitamin. I take a vitamin D that comes with what is it? With K2, like, helps absorb it or whatever. And then I take like a magnesium zinc thing before I go to bed. I only take three things. Not that crazy. You don't have to go all out with the, what is it? People are like, oh, organic, eat grass fed shit. Like, if you can, like, all that shit is more expensive, but it's not, the pesticides and everything. Like, if you'll see a difference between your grocery bill, your grocery receipt, if you buy all organic grass fed stuff and if you just buy the regular stuff, you know. And people eat chicken, people eat fish, people eat turkey because it's lean meat. You can eat ground beef and steak, but if you're going to do ground beef, I would recommend doing, 90-10. There's a 90% lean, 10% fat. You don't want to get like the 80-20. It's too fat. You're gonna have some greasy ass meat. But you know, be smart with it. Air fry, air fry stuff. That's what I'm about to do with the sweet potatoes. But yeah, um, I guess if you're gonna take away calorie deficit, right? Eat your protein every meal, and prep your meals too. Like, I gotta prep my lunches, and then, like, I just eat. I make a new bowl of yogurt every day, and then I do the eggs every day. So, um, but yeah, keep it simple. Don't do any like takeout, because like, when you just splurge, or you have a cheat day or something, all the work you put in, you know, doing the gym or being good for 5 days, you just ruined it on that weekend. So you're trying to stay in a deficit because it takes time to lose the body fat. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching or listening. Like, the gameplay or whatever is not that important. Uh, yeah, I like playing video games. to these videos, and then but you can just listen to this stuff, you know, subscribe, you know, roast me in the comments, like the video, dislike the video, I don't care. um yeah, this is just like me getting my thoughts out there. And yeah, have a good one.